Good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Friday, May 6th, 2022. And before I get started, let me put on my music here. Okay, good morning again. This is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Friday, May 6th, 2022. And if any of the current reports that I've been hearing are true, then the world is in serious danger. And I seriously doubt that we will get through this 2022 without a complete and total annihilation, destruction, World War III, nuclear war. Let me go into this a little more. There's been reports that Vladimir Putin has, apparently he has stomach cancer. That's what they're saying anyway. And I've seen some of the videos, and he doesn't look like he's doing too well. Well, he's picked a successor. Let me get some more coffee here. I won't even begin to pronounce the guy's last name because I can't pronounce it. It starts with a P. But anyway, let's go back in time a little bit. I was a kid when Khrushchev was around, and don't really too young to really remember that. But I think it was in '62, right around the Cuban Missile Crisis, when he went to the UN and took off his shoe and slammed it on the desk. But I was a little kid. I really don't remember that, but I do remember the Kennedy thing and all that, but that's for another video or another podcast. But later on, growing up, I was more familiar with Leonid Brezhnev, and especially during the Nixon years. Now, Nixon was no pushover, and Brezhnev was one tough guy. This new successor to the guy that Putin apparently is going to be the successor if anything happens to Putin. He's going to make Putin look like a Boy Scout. This guy is rough, and I remember Leonid Brezhnev. I mean, he was one tough guy. This guy's even worse. This would be the absolute worst disaster. And if Biden thinks he can push this next guy around, well, no, that's not going to work. You'll just have to do some checking into this guy, but no, he won't take it. I think Putin knows he's been sick for a while and he's been doing what he has to, but this guy, so he's been patient. So Putin knows what's going on. But let me go back to back to Nixon and Brezhnev for a bit. People don't realize just how close we are to nuclear war. And how close we have come on multiple occasions during the Carter administration, during the Clinton administration. Those two, I mean, there are some incidents in those two administrations where we came really, really close. But the one I want to focus on here for a second is what happened between Leonid Brezhnev and President Nixon. Apparently, most presidents, they drink liquor, and some more than others. The only president that I know of that didn't drink was Rutherford B. Hayes, and that's because of his wife Lucy Hayes, and her nickname was Lemonade Lucy, and she wouldn't allow her husband to drink alcohol, and he didn't anyway by choice. but she wouldn't allow any senators or any other visitors, any visitor, to drink alcohol. She only served lemonade. That's why she got her nickname. But anyway, let's go back to Nixon and Brezhnev. Nixon, his my understanding, his drink of choice was brandy, and then of course Brezhnev, in Russia, was vodka. Well, apparently, just on some ordinary day, and this is why we have chief of staffs and the Russian, they have their top guy that's right there by their leader. But what happened is I guess there was some sort of event, and Nixon was pretty well lit. And so he decides to call his old buddy Brezhnev. Well, as it so happens, Brezhnev had been, he's had his share of vodka that day. So we have two nuclear-armed leaders, both inebriated. And as you know, when people are tipsy and they're talking and stuff, things can easily escalate. Well, apparently, what happened, and this is my understanding, that things turned heated, and both of them, were on the brink of just unleashing, unleashing the nukes. But fortunately for the world, the cooler heads prevailed. Nixon's chief of staff managed to calm him down, I guess, and get him to bed, and likewise on the Russian side, Brezhnev, his aide, was able to calm. So they got both men were, they got them off the phone and got them into bed, and the world went on for another day without disaster. But that's how close we are to it can be anything. It can be even a computer glitch that could ignite a nuclear conflagration. We're just one hair trigger away from just being blown to bits, and that's the point I'm trying to make. And with this guy, if this guy comes in, and the next guy, if it's going to be the next guy, they have their way of doing it. It's but Putin has made it clear who it looks like it's going to be his successor, and it's not a good sign, and there is no way that Biden can do his stuff and call this guy a thug. Same thing with Pelosi and all them. If they think they can push this next guy around, then all I can say is that's going to be it. It's a game over. There's going to be nuclear missiles flying everywhere. It's not a good situation, and all I'm going to say is just be ready. And if something does happen to Putin, if he goes, then I don't think that this world can survive. Don't plan on having a Halloween. Don't plan on a Labor Day. I would just suggest don't plan on anything except for just nuclear fallout. Just prepare now for just missiles to come, and prepare to die, really, because that's where we're at. Anyway, well, we will talk to you later. Have a good day. Okay, had to put on my music. All right, have a good day.